Good morning, everyone. Why it has become so much so essential to bring sanskaras in your child, to bring good qualities, to bring civilization in your child, how to behave with others, how to treat with others. Because when we suppose everyone is having God existence, then in that way we are serving humanity. That we need to understand first. And with serving humanity, to serve every human being, we need to have a kind-hearted heart. For that, purity of your heart is required. How does your heart become pure? Your heart become pure when you try to donate things which is you are having, and it not only brings sacrifices in our life, it makes us to learn how to sacrifice things which is we are getting to die, and we are so much so attached to that materialistic things, but we are not able to detach. How a person brings salvation in his life if he is so much so attached towards these worldly desire, to the towards these materialistic things. And for that purpose you need to try to leave the things which not only overpowering you, but it really attached you, and you're having so much so attachment from that matter, from that money, gold, property, and with that property you're having so much so attachment that you are not able to live without that. And due to that, you do not lead on the path of benediction, where you have to learn how to bereft of these worldly desire, whatever we are willing to accomplish that in this materialistic era, where we can see the worldly environment, we are getting so much so attached towards that. Because spirituality not only teaches us to leave the things in whatever illusion we keep on living, the continuity of our illusion towards these materialistic world, or we become habitual of that, that we don't learn to live without that. If you haven't desire of having 10 luxurious car, and your desires are getting enhancement, and your appetite do not get fulfilled, because you are so much so attached towards that, and due to that your inclination towards God, your mind is not ready to get a prosperity in spiritual world, because your appetite, your desire never die down, and due to that your worldly pleasure never evaporate, and it keeps on enhancing. And when you realize, then time has passed away, so much so that you find it yourself very weak to devote yourself in the devotion towards Lord, towards your spiritual journey. You wanted to get renunciation, wanted to move on the path of salvation, but you can't because you got the agitation of getting a task